Listen, I don't care if you're single. I don't care if you're in a relationship. I don't care if you've been married for 15 years. What I'm about to share with you applies to every single man in this room. Because here's the deal. Attraction is not a one-time event. It's not something you earned when she said yes or I do. It's not something that locks in on your wedding day. Attraction is a standard, and either you maintain it or you're gonna lose it. What's going on, everybody? If you're new here, my name is King Prime. I help ambitious men build wealth, strengthen their bodies, and elevate their presence. Because money might open the doors, but health gives you the energy to walk through that door. And confidence, it determines what happens when you get there. We build wealth, we build strength, we build presence. Let's get into it. In today's video, we're talking about 5 things that will make a man immediately more attractive, whether you're trying to attract her or keep her attracted. 5 things. The formula is the same, but before we get there, before we get into it, I want to address something directly. A lot of men are going to see this and think, I'm in a relationship. This isn't for me. Next, but that's where you're wrong. Gentlemen, this is exactly the kind of thinking that slowly erodes a relationship. Your spouse, your partner, still needs to find you attractive. She chose you once. The question is, are you giving her a reason to keep choosing you? And for the single man watching this is your blueprint. It's not to manipulate and it's not for you to perform, but to become the kind of man that attraction follows naturally. Because what it comes down to is this: you don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. Let's talk about who you need to become. The first thing, and I can't stress this enough, is to have something going on. And I'm not talking about clubs and jets and yachts and bottle popping or whatever it is that you do, but not the normal things that try to impress people. I mean real substance. You work out, you eat with intention. Your goals, you're actually pursuing. The boring stuff, right? You play tennis, you pick up pickleball, you play basketball, you go to wine tastings, even if it's by yourself. Your lifestyle should be a flex without you trying to flex. And here's why this matters. Women, and I mean this for every single man and the married man, women do not want to be your entertainment. How you look getting in the car talking about what we doing and you supposed to be leading. They want to be invited into something that's already moving. Look, I get up many days before the sun comes up. I go to the gym, fasted. I walk in silence and I talk to God and I get my thoughts together. I check the pre-market before most people have already had their first cup of coffee. That's not a performance. That's my life. And when a man has a life, a real life with direction and discipline, that energy is felt. You don't have to announce it. It shows. Personal hygiene is the next topic. Now, I know some of you are thinking, come on, King. I know this already. I got this. I've been washing my behind since, 4 years old or whatever. But here's the deal. Knowing and doing are 2 different things. Your oral hygiene, it needs to be on point. Your skin needs care. Your hair, it needs to be maintained. Your little nappy beard needs to be combed out. Your nails, they need to be clean. But the biggest one on the list is how you smell. Gentlemen, a signature scent is one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal. She will smell something anywhere that reminds her of you, and her mind goes straight to you because you introduced it, right? That is the power of a signature scent. And here's how you maximize it. Pair your cologne with your shower gel, if that's what you use, and body wash, all in the same scent family. Then you got a theme going on, right? You can have vanilla, bourbon, tobacco, something woody, something warm. You will smell good from the moment you step out of that shower until the end of the day. This is not complicated, but it is intentional. And intention is attractive. Point 3, your style, your swag, your presence. And I want to be clear about what I'm not saying here. I'm not saying go get the most expensive things you can find. I'm saying be intentional, be different, try things. I sold candy in high school to buy my first name brand item. It was a pair of Jordans. I cut hair to earn what I wanted to wear. Levi's, button fly, all those things, right? And I'll tell you, the feeling of putting on something that you earned, something you chose with intention, that feeling does something to how you carry yourself. You know how proud I was of those button fly jeans and those J's, right? I've always been an artist, right? So I paint, I draw. I have a visual eye for colors, and it's always been a part of who I am. But taste is not something you buy, it's something you develop. So invest in some pieces that are different. Get you some baggy dress pants, a well-fitted cardigan, accessories that tell a story. Because here's what most men miss. It's not always about what you wear, it's how you wear it and how it fits your body. Your presence communicates your standard well before you ever open your mouth. So make sure you're saying the right thing. Real quick, if you're getting value from this video, do me a favor. I want you to hit the like button. That would touch me right here in the heart. And share this with a man that you know needs to hear this. If you're a woman watching this video, share it to a man or the men that you're interested in. And if you're not subscribed yet, that would just make my freaking day. Make sure you do that now so you don't miss what's coming. Oh, but wait a minute, I come bearing gifts. I got 3 things for you. 1, I got the King Prime Bodyweight Workout Guide. I also have the Modern King's Wealth Blueprint. That'll help you get established and make a whole lot of money. 3rd thing is the Modern King Style Guide. Body, wealth, image. All 3 of those are waiting for you at IamKingPrime.com. The link is in the description box below. So go, grab them. All right, let's get back to it. Point number 4, be chivalrous. Be a gentleman on purpose. Be a man. Be the man. And I mean be the man without apology. If you like her, act like it. This whole nonchalant, unbothered, I don't really care, she don't mean that much to me, that's played out. I mean, why are you wasting your time and hers? It's corny. And it's just coasting men, and whether you see this or believe this or not, it's causing men real connection. Buy the flowers, open the door, walk her to her car, send her lunch on a random Tuesday for no good reason. Even if you're upset or temporarily beefing, do it. It's called investing, right? Not because it costs money. It shows that you're putting effort, and effort communicates something that money can't buy. It says, I was thinking about you. I'm married, right? I'm in a marriage with my beautiful wife, and she has never, I'm no kidding, she has never asked me for hardly anything. She is consistent, she is constant, she is the most stable woman that I know. And because she gives like that to me and into my life, it makes me want to do so much for her. It makes it easy to want to do for her. That's what chivalry builds, not obligation. Obligation is going to cause resentment. So get in line with that reciprocity. Point number 5. Point number 5 is the art of intellectual conversation. Stop being boring. I say that with love. I truly mean it with love, but I mean it, okay? What are you doing? That's the question that you should never ask. What you doing? How was your day? How did you sleep? Boring. This is not conversation. That's a checklist. Ask better questions. Here's an example. If you had to describe your perfect day in 6 words or less, what would you say? Now, here's something I want to introduce to you. There is a word for people who are attracted to intelligence called sapiosexual. And a sapiosexual is a person, someone who finds intellectual depth. The way a person thinks, the way that they communicate, the way they engage with ideas, deeply attract. And gentlemen, there are a lot of women in that category. A lot. More than you think. Which means the man who can hold a real conversation, who asks thoughtful questions, who listens deeply, who engages with ideas, that man has an advantage that no cologne, no outfit, no amount of money can compete with. Money can't buy that. Now listen. Listen, and I mean not to respond, not to impress, but listen to understand. Find the common ground. Find the shared interest, because to a woman, shared interest equals compatibility. And compatibility is one of the most attractive things a man can offer. You heard how many people say, we just weren't compatible. You don't want to be that guy. So sometimes the most attractive thing you can do in a conversation is to ask one great question and then just get out the way. Just let her talk. The man who listens, really listens, is rare because we try to get in and fix stuff, right? And rare is attractive. Now, I know I said 5, but here's 6. Here's a bonus for you. And this 6th one, nobody ever talks about. And this one is specifically for the men in this room or watching this video who are building. Financial clarity makes a man calm. And calm is magnetic. When a man knows his numbers, has a plan, isn't desperate about money, he carries himself different. He makes decisions from a place of strength, not scarcity. And trust me, I've been in the place of scarcity before. But this man, he doesn't chase, he doesn't panic, he doesn't make emotional moves. Women feel that energy. They may not be able to name it, but they feel it. The man who has his finances in order, he walks into a room differently. He speaks differently. He leads differently. And that, gentleman, is deeply attractive. Listen, everything I gave you, the substance, the hygiene, the style, the chivalry, the conversation, the financial clarity, none of it is complicated, but all of it requires intention. The man that women can't resist, taken or single, is not the richest man in the room. He's not the best looking man in the room. He is the most intentional man in the room. He shows up on purpose. He takes care of himself on purpose. He leads on purpose. He loves on purpose. That man is attractive to everyone around him. Not because he's trying to be, because of who he has become. Gentlemen, be that man. If this video resonated with you, be sure to jump down into the description box. My link to my website is down there. You can connect with me through social media as well. And I will see you in the next video. I'm King Prime. Look your best, do your best, and be your best.